Yesterday, I came forward about the racial discrimination that I unfortunately dealt with at the Young Turks, and it certainly wasn't easy to do. My time at the Young Turks was both humiliating and unfortunate. In response, my old boss Cenk Uygur insinuated that I lied. He couldn't be more wrong. When I went to Cenk for help, he responded by telling me his old boss would tell me to shut the up and I should just deal with it. He also told me complaining about my discrimination complaints was something amounting to a fireable offense. I filed a complaint with the New York State Division of Human Rights because it's not right for journalists or anyone of color to be treated this way. The day has come for us to pull back the curtain on what really happens, even in progressive media. Cenk also said yesterday, quote, "We care a great deal about diversity in the workplace. That is part and parcel of what we do." Sadly, the Young Turks couldn't be further from that perceived ethos that he thinks his organization conducts. The Young Turks started their brand writing about African Americans in horrible terms. Their head of HR, Dave Kohler, wrote about black people in old blog posts discovered last month, quote, "Poor black people sweating in the sun." That was the same person who investigated my complaints by talking to me on the phone only once about my discriminatory complaints against my supervisor and never talking to me again about what the investigation he conducted resulted in. Cenk Uygur also said this about Native Americans in those old blog posts, quote, "Those redskins show up everywhere. There's a buck to be made." And both Cenk and David Kohler joined themselves in shooting bottle rockets at the Martin Luther King Memorial. All those past actions both Cenk and Dave Kohler never apologized for until they were called out in press last month. So it's not shocking that when I needed help to have my claims of discrimination fully investigated, that there was no help to be found. I was either ignored or told to deal with it. Then I was placed under suspension, and then I was eventually fired/terminated. These terrible practices by the Young Turks are in clear violation of the Civil Rights Act, and it is salient, so important of us to make sure that we hold our employers accountable for when they don't follow the guidelines of such important legislation of equality. I hope my story can be able to be an inspiration for those who are experiencing the same levels of discriminatory behavior that I have unfortunately experienced at the Young Turks. All these words I say here, I truly do mean, and I hope that they can galvanize someone who is enduring the same level of awful behavior from their employer. Thank you all for watching this video, and may you all have a great rest of your day. Take care, and bye-bye.